Bentornati nel canale delle Burneo, anzi del piccolo Burneo. Quest'oggi continuiamo King Quest dal punto in cui eravamo rimasti l'altra volta. Vi ringrazio per le visualizzazioni e per i mi piace che avete lasciato al video. Io direi che possiamo schiacciare da qui play. Esatto, questo qui. Infatti, ecco, continuiamo, il punto riparte da qui. Vi ricordate che Gwendolyn va dal nonno Edward
Come in, Gwendolyn. You can set those on the nightstand.
a chiedergli dei consigli per il torneo che deve disputare con il cugino.
Grandma said to take 3 spoonfuls of each.
I'll get to those. No need to fuss over me. Now let's talk about far more important issues, like that fencing tournament. I hear you're competing.
Well, I signed up, but I'm not so sure anymore.
Nonsense. If it's Scott you're worried about, he's no bother. After all, I only learned that you entered after he complained about it all morning. Threatened, I'm guessing. There are many ways to win a duel. I, for one, have always been fond of...
Eccole qua, c'erano c'erano tre opzioni. Cioè, è Deft Maneuver e Deft Maneuver, che non vuoi vedere cosa sia Deft. Che cosa è Deft? Così impariamo che è qualcosa di nuovo. Vediamo cos'è Deft Maneuver. Deft. Ci sono, ragazzi, faccio presto. Deft. Ah, una manovra abile, quick e una veloce, insomma, creare una piccola distrazione e un'azione of kindness even in victory. Kindness, scusate, ma certe parole non me le ricordo. Gentilezza. Un'azione di gentilezza prima della vittoria. Io facciamo quella buona, dai, facciamo questa.
my opponents with respect. You'll be surprised what opens up to you. A lovely fellow once told me the fastest way to anyone's heart is through their stomach. Speaking of, that reminds me of a story. One I know you haven't heard before. When I was a much younger lad, before I was a knight, before I'd been to Daventry, and even before I'd seen
Ecco che ricomincia la storia
it's a
del
tale
nonno.
about a tournament that changed my life. It is a long story, but I shall tell it briefly.
Well, Triumph, this looks as good a place as any to camp for the night. Let's rest up. We have a big day tomorrow.
Dove sei? Ah, quello serve il suo cavallo. Ma lui ha fatto un piccolo volo, però. Oh cavolo. Si è schiantata sull'albero. E il cappello? In mezzo al fango. Per giusto. Mi sembra giusto. Una bella
After
pulitina.
gracefully rappelling down the cliff, I welcomed the sight of an actual road, the first sign of civilization. Daventry was just a few miles to the east. I'd read all about its wonders in my travel books. I couldn't wait to check out its famous, fantastical floating island.
Ora posso scegliere se andare di qua o di là. Ma io proverei ad andare prima di qua. Ma lì è il mio cavallo?
Grandpa, you can't leave Triumph.
Don't worry, Triumph can fend for himself. We've been through our share of sticky situations, but he always comes around when I need him most.
Non posso più raggiungere
After
il...
all that graceful rappelling, I was certainly not headed back that way.
Niente, non posso andare di là. Mi tocca andare per forza di qua. Perché sei sti... Questa... Ma le guardie, guarda. Il cavaliere. Ma il cavallo la coda non ce l'ha. Ma c'è tutti tozzi. Guarda questo che panza. Che pancia che è questa. Questa cos'è? È un tappeto questo.
Hey, over here!
I could have sworn the parade of hopeful knights was scheduled for the next day. I should have been with them, marching with Triumph. It seemed my first few minutes in Daventry were off to a terrible start.
So, how did you catch up with them?
Se non è iniziato benissimo.
That odd horn seemed to be missing some sort of mouthpiece.
Niente, non funziona niente. Ho 5 monete, oh. Qua non succede niente. C'è un altro lì che passa. Forse devo andare di qua.
Strange tracks blazed a trail through the forest.
C'hanno delle tracce strane. Ci sono delle tracce strane. Ma che dei conigli qua che salta? Non posso andare di qua? No. Oh, guarda che bel paesaggio però. Scendiamo di qua. Tra 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 tra. Ah, là ci sono degli attrezzi forse. Ho visto sull'albero c'è qualcosa.
I wondered what those birds needed a toolbox for.
Se nel nido degli uccelli c'è una scatola. Che quasi quasi... No. Ho perso quasi tutti gli oggetti, è rimasto qualcosa però.
Shame. The only tool left seemed to be a small hatchet. And no, Gwendolyn, before you start asking me thousands of questions about that hatchet, I did not go around using it on everything.
Ok, abbiamo un'accetta, infatti è qua. Ok. Di qua? Non posso fare un tubo. Sull'acqua non ci posso andare. Ma forse qua posso fare qualcosa. Ok. Allora, vediamo cosa c'è di qua. Qua c'è qualcosa.
That wheel seemed freshly broken.
Una ruota rotta. Se io uso questa...
That wheel seemed freshly broken.
No, non posso usare un tubo. Da qua non si può andare. Mi tocca andare di qua. Oh, c'è un carro.
Stand back, you dirty thieves! Wah! Oh,
It's just a boy. Don't know where he's from, but it must be hard to pronounce. You know, you should never sneak up on a guy in a dangerous place like... No! What's wrong with your foot? Probably stepped on a spiniferous thornweed. Don't worry, I got just the fix for that. Tell me, is it more of a... Ow! Or a... Oh! Either way, the Merchant of Miracles has got you covered. But it'll cost you. I've risked my neck to forage the most rare, miraculous, mysterious, and oftentimes delicious ingredients. Ah, here it is. I massage this into my skin twice a day, and just look at my little biscuits.
Biscuits I piedi.
Well, now that I've mulled it over, you'd better not. It might stunt your growth. Ooh, such exquisite material. Hey. I knew you weren't from around here. Well, you best get going. Nobody likes a late night. Oh, wait. You're stuck here with me. Every Virgin is out, and my shortcut had a few shortcomings. I swear that rock leaped straight out of the water. Now I'm stuck here with no wheel, a lost toolbox, and Mr. Fancy Cakes. Say, I'll bet a fine, strapping young man like you could help me fix up this wheel. Yup, you help me fix my chariot, and I'll give you a lift to the tournament. Hopefully no one else notices your horrible lack of punctuality. Oh, how rude. Do you have any questions for me?
No, meglio che non lo ripeta, perché tanto praticamente vuole una mano e lui ci dà una mano a iscriverci al torneo. Però ha detto 300.000 cose, mi ha chiesto come mi sono fatto male, è lui che mi ha schiacciato il piede.
Nope.
Allora, cosa sono queste bestie? Posso
Oh,
guardare
can I
bene?
pet your goats?
Stay away from my majestic unicorns.
Unicorns? Isn't that a bit of string right there?
I said back away.
Ha detto che sono
Seriously, my
unicorni.
boy, they aren't gonna pull this chariot without a wheel. I know. They're the most majestic creatures in the world. Mr. Fancy Cakes, I saw that look in your eye. Don't you dare touch my unicorns. They're for looking only. No, Mr. Fancy Cakes, you cannot eat his cake. I know. I wish we weren't returning here at this time of year, too. They haven't figured out eye transplants for unicorns yet, Mr. Fancy Cakes. Did you eat my retainer again? Okay. Have a nibble of cake. Oh, Mr. Fancy Cakes, you were always my favorite. Other one,
Quanto parla
well,
questo?
you keep doing you.
Se io continuo a
Mr.
guardare
Fancy
succede
Cakes, can you tell
qualcosa.
Two Eyes to stop chewing so loudly? Hey, other one. Are you sure you deserve to be a unicorn? Your heart just doesn't seem to be in this. Other one, I know we're stuck here, but it doesn't mean you have to make our air quality inhospitable.
Vabbè, lasciamo perdere anche gli unicorni. Io voglio
Oh, can I
continuare.
pet your goats?
Stay away from my majestic unicorns.
Niente qua.
Perhaps there was a wheel on the other side of that river. Too bad I couldn't swim.
How did you get across that river?
Proviamo con l'accetta. Ha funzionato. Ok, posso andare di là. Oppure andare anche da questa parte. O no? No, solo di là posso andare. Gli unicorni però non è successo niente. Vediamo se guardo per l'ultima volta.
Unicorns? Isn't that a bit of string right there?
I said back away. Seriously, my boy, they aren't gonna pull this chariot without a wheel.
Ma vi sembrano degli unicorni? Vabbè.
That missing wheel had me stumped. I had to go out on a limb to get past the root of the problem.
Ugh. Grandpa, your infamous puns are not my favorite.
What's the matter? You don't like the timbre of my voice? You'll warm up to the puns.
These are terrible.
Ok, andiamo a vedere cosa c'è di qua. Allora, qua non c'è niente, devo andare di qua per forza. Qua tipo non posso andare. Ci sono i rovi. Ma se io ci vado dentro tipo muoio.
An overgrown patch The spiniferous thorn weeds obstructed a path to a water well.
The well with the ginormous dragon in it?
Perhaps. I tried to chop down those thorn weeds, but my tiny hatchet was ineffective. I would need a bigger, sharper blade. An overgrown patch of spiniferous thorn
Non
weeds
ci posso andare.
obstructed the path to a water well.
The well with the ginormous dragon in it?
Perhaps.
Ok, vabbè, niente, bisogna andare dritti. Oh, faccio una porta. Mi pare che risponda granché. È caduto, è molto forzuto questo tipo. Ma ci sono anche dei brutti cosi. Vabbè, proviamo a salire da qua. Bella mossa. E voilà.
The town square was eerily quiet. Was I the only person in Daventry not at the parade?
Ah, posso continuare? Però io volevo... Vediamo se posso salire per la scala qua. Ok, posso
I
entrare.
stumbled upon some kind of curiosity shop. Nothing seemed to be brewing yet. Aha! Something big and round. Hopefully no one would mind if I borrowed this tabletop.
Ok, abbiamo preso questa cosa. Il tavolo praticamente ci siamo invertati.
Against the knickknacks was a little collection tray with a sign asking for tips.
E ci mettiamo un
I
soldo.
couldn't figure out that combination. Against the knickknacks was a little collection tray with a sign asking for tips.
Ci voglio mettere un soldo. Ok. Ok. Secondo me quello può andare bene come ruota. Poi proviamo ad andare giù di qua. Ci sono le guardie. Niente, bisogna tornare indietro dal tipo, dai.
Like me, this little tree was new in town and needed some time to grow and find its way. What? Too sappy?
Ride.
I have nothing to say.
You'll warm up to it.
C'è un alberetto. Lui ride, non so cosa ci sia da ridere.
I wished I had some marshmallows.
No, non si può. Vabbè, torniamo dal tipo. Vai mossa. Un lupone.
A shortcut.
Ha una scorciatoia. Perfetto. Ok, parliamo col tipo. Anzi, gli do direttamente
I
questo.
thought this might do the trick.
What a clever choice. Such craftsmanship and sturdy too. Just hope you didn't pay too much. I'd hate for you to have spent all your money when you've only just arrived in town, right? You ready, Mr. Fancy Cakes? I know, darling, I know. Silly question. You were born ready. Oh, wait, before my mind slips, I was able to procure an entrance ticket to the tournament. Since you so graciously found me a wheel, I am more than willing to sell it to you at a reasonably discounted rate. Are you interested?
Sounds good, I'd like to deal. No thanks, not really interested. Diciamole che non mi interessa.
No thanks. Not really interested.
Are you sure? They'll charge you double at the tournament. They're not as trustworthy as I am.
The price still seems really high to me.
Okay, you're twisting my turban here. I didn't pay you for such a deal, Deliberator. Final offer, half off the previously discounted rate. Come on, treat yourself, boy.
What is the actual price? I see again. Beh, qual è il prezzo attuale?
What is the actual price?
Well, what do you know? It costs exactly that much. Thank you. Fortuitous fate meeting you, my boy. Here you are. Now, let's Vamanusi from this meadowland, Mr. Fancy Cakes. It is go time.
Ah, ce l'abbiamo fatta. Se non so come arriveremo al torneo.
Mr. Fancy Cakes! Ah, heel! Halt! Avast! Stop! We sincerely hope you enjoyed your stay in our luxury cabin. Please gather your belongings and watch your head on exit.
Thanks for the hospitality.
No time to lounge, my boy! Lucky for you, the parade is halted. Another case of a mysterious missing bridge, I imagine. Watch your step. We wouldn't want any tears in that illustrious cape. Bon voyage, Buttercup! Don't forget about us working folk. Especially when your pockets are full of riches.
Sì, salutalo. Era matto quello. Vabbè, andiamo a vedere qui che cosa sta succedendo.
Back away. This area is unsafe for commoners.
Would an entrance ticket prove my worth?
Sorry, but the collection of entrance tickets will take place inside the theater.
Would an entrance ticket prove my worth?
Sorry, but the collection of entrance tickets will take place inside the theater.
Molto bene, però hai rotto il ponte. Ah, santa pazienza. Tipo io non posso attraversare qua. No, no. E se provassi... oh, da qua?
Stay off those rocks. It's dangerous.
Proviamo a nuotare fino dall'altra parte. Ah, bravino a nuotare.
Abandon post. Learn how to swim, boy.
Thanks for saving me.
You're welcome, lad.
He was talking to me.
I believe he was talking to me.
Nope, me.
Wouldn't be the
Don't be rude, boy. We are in the middle of an important conversation. He was talking to me.
I believe he was talking to me.
Se mi lascia di parlare. Vediamo se posso... Mi sono tornati là, maledetti. Vabbè, proviamo... qua se io usassi
And
l'accetta.
then you chop down the tree full of angry bees?
Enough, Gwendolyn.
Ok, forse devo fare così, ho capito, dai. Aspettate che vado a vedere anche in fondo qua se c'è qualcos'altro. No, ho capito, dai, come faccio. Devo fare così, guardate. Devo ricadere in acqua.
Stay off those rocks. It's dangerous.
Vai, vai, tuffati.
Distress! Abandon post.
Ok, devo distrarre le guardie, no? In qualche
Learn how
maniera.
to swim, boy.
Thanks for saving me.
You're welcome, lad.
He was talking to me.
I believe he was talking to me.
Nope, this tired argument is getting on my nerves.
No need to argue about the fact that I am...
Huh?
Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Not good.
Ah. Andiamo a vedere se li posso aiutare adesso. Beh, lascialo là. Adesso posso andare là, finalmente sono andate via le guardie.
Mind if I join your semicircle?
Let us big kids figure this one out.
Niente, non funziona.
Another horn and another missing piece.
Manca un pezzo. Facciamo così, proviamo così. Prendendo la corda. Sì, ma mi ha rubato l'idea però. Simpatico. Ah, dice che devo farlo anch'io. Proviamo. Aspetta che miro male con questo. Dai, bravetto. Vabbè, a questo punto butto giù l'albero. Abbiamo la corda per adesso. Butto giù l'albero io. E questo cosa vuole adesso? Ah, arriva lui che è forte. Molto bene.
Over here, buddy.
Simpatico. Però adesso guardate, track, si è fatto di qualcosa.
Give me a second. I have the perfect plan.
This looks like a problem for my assistant.
E vabbè, ciao.
Pardon me.
No. Sì, ma non è giusto, però questi qua fanno i furbi con le idee mie.
All right.
Sì, alright. Che bravo. Stavolta io provo a usare l'accetta qua.
I left the hatchet lodged in the tree because I would not need it anymore.
Are you sure?
Quite sure. Everyone always asks about that hatchet. It gets a tad annoying.
Oh,
E quelli li lascio là. Adesso io qua la zatterona uso la corda. Esatto, così lego i tronchi. E uso la zattera. Cioè questo? Dove cavolo sta camminando? Scusa, su una secca?
Hang on a sec. Graham, right?
Yes. How did you know my name?
Well, you'd be surprised at the information people give out when they're too busy thinking about their own agenda. I also observed that without you, no one could have made it across. Well done, Graham.
Thanks, I guess.
They'll never acknowledge it, you know. Those who use their minds over their biceps are never woven into the tapestries of time. I can tell you're like me, a creative thinker, an intellectual. To win this competition, you'll need to prove that your talents are more powerful than their strength, agility, and speed. You'll also need a friend.
I could really use a friend.
They call me Manny. Pleased to meet you.
So, friend, what's your favorite color? Do you like popcorn-flavored jelly beans? Because I do. What's your availability for sleepovers? Are we in a secret club?
Green. I prefer pizza-flavored. I'm free on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and I would say more of a secret alliance.
Alliance?
This competition will not be easy, and Daventry needs men like us. If we put our heads together, we might have a shot.
What's the plan?
If you win, put a good word in for me with the king. And if I win, I'll do the same. Soon, we'll both be moving up the ranks in the castle together. We should head inside the theater, though.
Vabbè, abbiamo stretto... Ah, questo va su così?
Let me know how I can help.
Abbiamo stretto amicizia con Manny e ha detto che per questa competizione, che sarà complicata, insomma ci vuole forza, agilità e intelligenza, però, che probabilmente noi abbiamo tutti questi requisiti e possiamo contare su di lui. Noi ce la picchiamo così. Ok. Cosa c'è rimasto dentro? C'è rimasto il coso e una moneta. Ok. Ma qua posso provare a soffiarci dentro.
Another horn and another missing piece.
Niente, sui corni non c'è niente. Vediamo se possiamo andare dentro.
Graham, to the front of the stage, please.
Audizione per
Now that we
cavalieri.
have recovered our list, it is my duty to inform you that you are officially signed in. Yay. And I do want to apologize. I am very, very terribly sorry. But we've run out of commemorative tote bags.
That's not a problem. I have no use for tote bags. My mother designed my cape with lots of pockets. Is the next event about to start?
Not so fast, Pocket Boy. The tournament bylaws explicitly state that each contestant must complete every event before continuing on in the competition. Since you were late, you missed the test of chivalry and the welcoming parade. Both designed as light-hearted warm-ups and getting-to-know-you type exercises. You know, an icebreaker before we start in on the usual death, destruction, and duels of a cutthroat nature.
Don't forget about Amendment 70, Article 4.
I was getting to that, thank you. In the spirit of equal opportunity, the new rules state that you can schedule a make-up chivalry test if and only if the circumstances for your absence were extenuating. So, I will ask, what were your extenuating circumstances that made you late for the tournament?
I didn't hear about their change. I don't know what that means. My mom will let me have before finished breakfast. Ma diciamo questo.
Don't know what the term extenuating means.
I'll just pencil in dim-witted. Now, go on, mingle with the other contestants. Find out as much as you can about them, and when you're ready for the chivalry test, come and see me.
Se io gli davo
Wives don't
questa,
work on us. Sorry.
niente, devo andare con gli altri.
Hello, my name's Graham. Nice to meet you.
Achaka, wanna partner up? So where are you from? What type of arrows do you use? Well, see you're around. No. Gli chiedo qualche tipo di arco gli do.
So, what type of arrows do you fly with?
Chaka.
Nice, nice. I prefer the hand-whittled sapling arrows myself. So, where do you hail from?
Ah, chaka.
Chaka.
I see. Sounds exotic. Want to partner up? Show Daventry the power of dueling archers? What do you say?
A chaka.
Yeah, you're right. You'd probably just slow me down. Good chat. I'm gonna get back to the chivalry test.
E lui e il nostro amico ci parliamo dopo. Andiamo a parlare con questo qui in fondo.
Hey, thanks for knocking that log over out there. Really, it gave me the opportunity to go on a lovely cruise.
Those nights were annoying me, and I wanted some alone time. Leave me be, little fly. You don't want to wake the bull.
Look, I don't want to be in this conversation any more than you do, but I missed the chivalry test, and I need to make it up. The faster we get this over with, the faster I can leave you alone.
Well, make it quick. Then buzz off.
I'm Graham.
No last names. I don't even want your first name.
And your name?
I'm known throughout the land as Circumference, but I am currently in the process of rebranding myself, starting with my name. You should call me Acorn.
Acorn.
What was that you were hiding in your paws?
Well, none of your business, feather boy.
I'll leave you be.
Simpatico.
Go away.
Abbiamo adesso idiota qua.
I could feel the
Hey there, I'm Graham.
charmed, I'm sure.
And your name?
What?
Well, I didn't catch your name.
What? Is this true? Surely you jest, Greg. What rock did you crawl out from? How do you not recognize this well-proportioned face?
Well, it's not Greg, it's Graham. And, of course, I know who you are. You're...
Certain of himself that Jack will push me into the river. Going to have to wait, I'll be right back. Haven't wanted him.
That jerk who pushed me into the river.
Oh yes, that silly feather does look familiar. Look at it. It's like a limp piece of cheese. What you need, Gale, is an upgrade. Like my mane of excellence.
Hey, my mother gave me that feather. I might be silly, but you're... Sir Ten of himself.
Cheeky. But now you're starting to bother me, Grant.
I couldn't help it. No, but seriously, you're... every woman's dream?
You got that right. The ladies love. Yeah. Who do they love, Gabe?
It's not Gabe, it's... oh, never mind. Yes, your name... You're going to have to wait 1 second. I'll be right back.
I'll be waiting right here, Garrett.
Garrett, ma che cavolo di nome? Vabbè, vado a parlare col piccoletto, dai.
Oh, hey, Graham. We were just sharing some tips about the tournament. Let me know if you want the rundown about any of our competitors.
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye! Yes, Graham? You want some dirt on someone?
Vabbè, facciamoci il salmone, facciamoci vedere sto cretino qua, dai.
What can you tell me about Sir Ten of himself?
That's so inconsiderate. Although clever, these silly puns are not very becoming to a gentleman like yourself. Go meet everyone, then come talk to me. I've got a few tips to share.
What can you tell me about Acorn?
I can tell you not to mess with those bullhorns in any strength competition. I shouldn't be telling you this, but I heard a rumor that the man keeps a pet squirrel under his belly. What kind of a weirdo does that? Imagine what else he's hiding under there. Neither of us is going to be able to match his strength. If we're gonna oust him, we'll need to work together and expose his secrets.
What can you tell me about a Chaka?
I'm studying his every move. He should make any opponent quiver. Ugh, you got me doing it now. He's fast, strong, and vicious with his bow. I'm trying to convince him to join our alliance, but the translation isn't quite working.
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye!
Ok, e mo adesso?
That was within. I could feel the riches with the edges of my fingertips.
Dove che ho parlato con questi tipi?
I'm just gonna get through this.
Are you ready for the chivalry test?
Let's do it.
Question 1. Who is the only knight competing in the tournament that speaks multiple languages?
Sir 10 of himself?
All right, next question. This knight hopeful hails from a land far outside of Daventry. Based on the odds, he is favored to win the competition.
A Chaka.
Okay, moving on. What is the full name of the fastest contestant in the competition?
Circumference.
I see. Last question. Who or what is the favorite companion of the strongest competitor?
Well, I know he likes stimulating conversation. Now, how did I do?
Okay, let's see here. Tallying. It looks like you got one answer correct. Why don't you go and mingle? Gather some more fun facts about your fellow competitors. Return to me when you're ready to take the test again. Are you ready for the chivalry test?
Allora riproviamo, ne ho azzeccata solo una.
Let's do it. Question 1. Who is the only knight competing in the tournament that speaks multiple languages?
Sir 10 of himself?
All right, next question. This knight hopeful hails from a land far outside of Daventry. Based on the odds, he is favored to win the competition.
A Chaka.
Okay, moving on. What is the full name of the fastest contestant in the competition?
Circumference.
I see. Last question. Who or what is the favorite companion of the strongest competitor?
A mirror, by the looks of him. What's my score?
Okay, let's see here. Tallying. It looks like you got one answer correct. Why don't you go and
Come una sola
gather some more
corretta?
fun facts about your fellow competitors? Return to me when you're ready to take the test again.
Allora,
Are you ready for the chivalry test?
Let's do it.
Question
riproviamo.
1. Who is the only knight competing in the tournament that speaks multiple languages?
Manny. We're friends, you know. We have kind of an alliance. Next question.
All right, next question. This knight hopeful hails from a land far outside of Daventry. Based on the odds, he is favored to win the competition.
Sir 10 of himself?
Okay, moving on. What is the full name of the fastest contestant in the competition?
Trick question. Manny is his full name.
I see. Last question. Who or what is the favorite companion of the strongest competitor?
Probably his amazing, trusty bow. How did I do?
Okay, let's see here. Tallying. It looks like you got one answer correct. Why don't you go and mingle? Gather some more fun facts about your fellow competitors. Return to me when you're ready to take the test again.
Ok, io direi che il video lo chiudiamo qui, chiudo qua e la prossima volta ripartiamo da qui e cercherò di capire meglio le cose che mi hanno detto e capire le risposte che devo dare, perché al momento le risposte le do sbagliate. Se vi è piaciuto il video fino a qui e vi sta piacendo King Quest, lasciate un mi piace. Vi lascio con il giovane Re Edward e ci vediamo nel prossimo video. Ciao ciao.